Welcome back, everybody. Dave, ABQ, SCNC, back for another edition of world famous Gizmo's NFL Power Rankings. Heading into week number 6. What? Week 6? No way. Get out of here. Teams are already on their buys, and we are going through the Power Rankings. Time for the bottom half. Not much movement at the very, very bottom. Number 32, Miami Dolphins, on their bye week. Gizmo says no positives to look for. 4 losses by 20 plus points. Defense allowed 19 offensive touchdowns. Yeah, the Dolphins, I don't know what they need to do, but they need to do something. Run some 3-second passes or try for some deep stuff, but nothing they're doing is really working right now. Number 31, Cincinnati Bengals, also staying in the same spot. A.J. Green missed big time. Defense is non-existent, according to Gizmo. We'll see, man. This team, another one that does not look good at all. They'll get a couple wins, but that's about it. Number 30, Washington Redskins, staying in the same spot. Gizmo says, tried another quarterback, result the same. Head coach Gruden was canned. For one half, we held our own with the New England Patriots. It was 9-7 before Colt threw that interception in the red zone that put him up 12-7 for the half, and then it was just over after that. We've looked good for quarters. We've looked good for halves. We have not looked good for entire games. Gruden's firing is long overdue. Number 29, New York Jets, staying in the same spot. Gizmo says Falk was sacked 10 times. Need Darnold back quick. Brutal beatdown, injuries to defense mounts. Like, if you're giving up 10 sacks, even with Darnold in there, they still would have given up half of those. that O-line needs major work, or they need help from the backs or the tight ends to do something here. Number 28, Arizona Cardinals. Gizmo says the offensive line held for Murray, sacked only once, rushed for 266 yards, and a field goal to win. It was against the Bengals, but who cares? A win's a win, right? Murray needs to continue doing all that. If they want to do anything this year, they're going to get probably about 3 wins themselves if they keep it up. Number 27, Pittsburgh Steelers, staying in the same spot. Gizmo says Steelers can't catch a break when things look up. Another quarterback down. You all know what I think about that hit on Mason Rudolph. The Snickers commercial where he's running around talking about how he's Batman. They need some help bad. They're probably regretting trading Josh Dobbs in the beginning of the season, as they could use him right now. So we'll see how they get it done. Tomlin, he's already talking about, he's already getting questions about coaching my team, the Redskins, and he's not denying it, so who knows where it's going to go from here. Number 26, Atlanta Falcons, down 3 spots. Gizmo says the team has gone from playoff caliber to just downright awful quick. Shanahan, man, is it a product of him not running the offense anymore? Play calling that bad? Who knows? That defense was still pretty good, but they can't do anything if the offense is always going 3 and out. Number 25, Denver Broncos, staying in the same spot as well. Gizmo says first win. Ground game showed up for 114 yards, no sacks, but 2 interceptions of Rivers. And that defense is on. They are on. They just need an offense that can catch the ball in the end zone and not drop it. Number 24, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, same spot. Gizmo says Tampa's pass rush non-existent, allowed Bridgewater to pass for 314 yards and 4 touchdowns. You can't get to the quarterback. He's not going to get pressured. He's not going to make bad decisions. They did a pretty darn good job against the Rams, and big letdown after that game. Number 23, Tennessee Titans, down 2 spots. Gizmo says Jekyll and Hyde team. Mariota shined against the Falcons and died against the Bills defense. It's That's how this team is going to go all year. They're going to be up and down, losing games they're supposed to win. It's just how the Tennessee formula works every year. Number 22, New York Giants staying in the same spot. Gizmo says the offensive line allowed 4 sacks of Jones. The receivers were dropping balls, and the defense can't tackle. When they're playing sub 500 teams, they look awesome. When they play 500 teams or worse, this is the result. They're going to go probably 5-11. Number 21, Cleveland Browns down 3 spots. Gizmo says even with the addition of OBJ, the team is in disarray. Mayfield overrated, sophomore slump. He's just making bad throws and bad decisions. I think Booger McFarland said it best. There are times where he looks elite, and then there are times where they're just playing backyard football. Number 20, Carolina Panthers up 6 spots. Kyle Allen has brought a spark back, according to Gizmo. Defense found mojo, and keep Cam benched. Gizmo is a fan of Kyle Allen. I was too. I picked them over the Jaguars, and you guys know how much I like Minshew. So Allen's rallied this team. He played good last year when Cam was out, and he's playing good now. Number 19, Los Angeles Chargers down 5 spots. Gizmo says a costly red zone mistakes, and the defense caught off guard in the first quarter. Yeah, no kidding. They were down early and just never recovered. Not much you can do after that. Number 18, Jacksonville Jaguars staying in the same spot. Gizmo says Minshew couldn't pull off his magic this time. Too many turnovers. The game was back and forth, and they still had a chance to win at the end. That fumble that he had was just too much for that team. He can limit those. They'll be all right. 17, Oakland Raiders up 3 spots. Gizmo says the Raiders seem to be heating up. Defense stepping up. Hope they don't fizzle after the bye week. Jacobs looked great. Finally. Raiders are the Raiders. They're going to be another one that plays good against teams they're supposed to and struggles against teams that are playoff caliber. Number 16, Indianapolis Colts staying in the same spot. Gizmo says physical, ball control scheme, put the Chiefs in check. Mahomes only 1 touchdown. We're in the top half of the league, folks. Colts look good against the Chiefs. They deserve to be in the top half. I am not a Jacoby Brissett fan, so you know me saying that is something. Number 15, Detroit Lions. Bye week, staying in the same spot. Gizmo says after the bye week, they get a gut check against the Packers and the Vikings with tough divisional games. I'm picking the Lions on this one. They can hang with the Packers, and their offensive line can hold that Green Bay rush. They'll have a chance to win this game and shock the world. Come on, C. Rodgers. All right, number 14, C. Elliott's team, Chicago Bears, down 7 spots. Uh-oh. Gizmo says the defense failed to sack Carr and watch their lead fall at the end to secure a comeback. Chase Daniel, he's going to be another one where now the Bears are not going to be as great. They are going to beat the teams they're supposed to and struggle against playoff teams. The Raiders caught them, and it did not look good. I'm sorry, C. Elliott, but hopefully Trubisky's not out for a while. Number 13, Buffalo Bills, same spot. Gizmo says the defense with another strong performance held Titans to 1 touchdown. You guys know this is my pick for the year. Surprisingly, Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, getting it done in the top half of the league now. Number 12, Minnesota Vikings staying in the same spot. Gizmo says good outing for Cousins, but Giants made that happen with no defense. Yeah, it was against the Giants. Don't get too excited here, folks, if you like the Vikings. Cousins has always done great against sub-500 teams. Number 11, Philadelphia Eagles up 6 spots. Gizmo says the offense faded, but the defense had 10 sacks, 2 touchdowns of their own against the lowly Jets. Oh, man, this is another one where when the defense is on, this team is unstoppable. Number 10, Dallas Cowboys down 7 spots. Gizmo says, as mentioned before, 3 wins against weak competition. Now the real Cowboys are showing. It's another team, man. Sub 500 teams. They are awesome. Playoff caliber teams. They're going to get to the playoffs, but they're not going to make it. If they do, it's just going to be a win in the wild card and then losing in the divisional like they usually do. Number 9, Los Angeles Rams falling 3 spots. Gizmo says the defense seemed confused. Gurley only getting 15 carries. Weaker offensive line. They don't know what to do with Gurley. Like sometimes he gets 15 carries, sometimes he gets 20 something. Either he is really hurt and they're trying to limit him, or they're trying to save him for later in his career. Who knows? Number 8, Houston Texans up 2 spots. Gizmo says Watson lit it up against the Falcons' weak defense with 5 touchdowns. It was the Falcons. Falcons have looked horrible this year. There are only a few elite teams in this league now. Everybody else is basically 8-8 or below. So, yeah, they look good, but can they keep it up against the Chiefs next week? Number 7, Baltimore Ravens up 3 spots. Gizmo says, lucky or not, even with 3 interceptions, defense made clutch plays. Teams are starting to figure out how to play against Lamar Jackson. He has to adjust to their adjustments. If he can do that, then they'll be all right. Number 6, Seattle Seahawks up 2 spots. Gizmo says defensive issues, Wilson's scrambling abilities, and a lucky miss of a field goal. A win's a win, but yeah, they should have lost that game. Wilson, as always, is keeping them in games. He is a potential for MVP. As always, this team rides with his ability to throw the ball in spots. Number 5, San Francisco 49ers up 4 spots. Gizmo says defense. Shut down Browns. Team keeps improving. We'll see what the loss of Juszczyk does for this team. He is a pivotal part of their run and passing game. If he's out for a long time, they might be in trouble. If he's not, then they should be okay. Number 4, Kansas City Chiefs down 2 spots. Gizmo says ankle injury showing Mahomes is human. Shaky defense, banged up offensive line. Mahomes has looked off all year. I think the hype of being a Madden cover boy is getting to him. He's got State Farm commercials. He's just being spread a little too thin right now, I think. Once all that wears off, if it ever wears off, he'll be back to normal. Number 3, Green Bay Packers up 2 spots. Gizmo says Jones rushing for 4 touchdowns. Defense 3 interceptions against Oakland. Easy day at the offense. Anytime you can get a couple rushing touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, you should have a darn good chance of winning a game. Whether or not they can sustain that every game, we'll see. Lions on Monday night. Number 2, New Orleans Saints up 1 spot. Gizmo says finding a way to win. Defense, special teams, and running game. Quarterback Bridgewater. Bridgewater is managing this team pretty well. If he can limit the turnovers, that defense should hold most teams. And last but not least, Week 6, number 1, for I believe 5 weeks in a row now, New England Patriots in the same spot, first place. Defense, says Gizmo, and of course, all the offensive weapons. Super Bowl run. Oh, sure, now you're on it, Gizmo. I've been saying since the beginning this team has a chance to go undefeated. I would love to see a Garoppolo-Brady matchup in the Super Bowl. But it's a long way away. We'll see how the teams shake up. They did get Edelman back, which you can see is an improvement in points for them as they scored way more points than they did the week before. And plus, they played my Redskins, so what do you want? They get the Giants this week on Thursday night, tonight. Probably another easy victory for them. We'll see. All right, guys, that is the power rankings heading into Week 6. We hope you enjoyed them. Drop a comment. Let us know what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't. Give the video a thumbs up. Check us out on Patreon, ABQ, SC, and C. And we will catch you guys later. Have a great night, and hopefully your teams do good this week in football. Stay safe and have a great night. Bye.